Welcome to this segment of Recreationally Yours. I am Janice Steib, the Center Director for the City of Florissant, and with me I have...
I'm John Cornell, Recreation Specialist for the City of Florissant.
Well, John, we have a lot to talk about with the spring coming up. We have a lot going on. We're going to be talking with Brendan Kane, who is our other Center Director for the city, and he's involved in all the permits for the fields and all the outdoor spring leagues that are coming up. So he'll have a lot of good information to give us. And then we are going to just talk about all the other programs coming up. There's a couple one-day programs. You have some fun, exciting new programs going on. Yep. So we have a lot to cover today. So next, coming up, we're going to be talking to Brendan Kane, so stay tuned.
And joining me now is Brendan Kane, our Center Director at James J. Eagan Center. And Brendan, I know we've got the ice rink starting to come towards the end of its season now. Do you have anything going on right now?
Yeah,
the ice rink? Or?
Yeah, we do, and I'm excited to be here, John. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Glad to tell all the folks watching today some of the fun things we have going on. But yeah, the ice rink is going great. It's the ice rink season will be closing pretty soon, the first week of March. But we do have a fun event at the end of the year for kids. It's called Party on the Ice. Started doing it a few years ago. Great time. We have a DJ who's in the penalty box. He's stationed in the penalty box blasting music. The kids are skating around, having a good time. It's 5th through 8th graders. And $5 for a resident ticket, $7 for a non-resident ticket. And it's March 6th, 6:30 to 9.
Okay.
And that includes pizza, soda, so we'll get your kids all hopped up on Mountain Dew. And so bring them on up, and we'll keep an eye on them for the night. Plenty of city staff on hand. So.
Okay. Well, I know with the spring, as the ice rink closes, we've got a lot going on with sports. So talk about a little bit what's happening with the fields and a little bit of preparation of what goes into that.
Yeah, we start getting ready for all that stuff, and you start to plan for it. Kind of seems like as soon as one year ends, you start to plan immediately for the next. But once the new year hits, we really start kind of gearing up for the spring. Some different things going on. So first of all, I'd like to just mention we do a practice permit program for the youth coaches in town. So we've got tons of different fields. We do it for soccer in the fall, and coming up this spring we'll have baseball. So just wanted to give everybody some information on that. We'll have it on our website. It's florissantmo.com. You go to Departments, Parks and Recreation, and league and field permits, and that'll take you right to our page. And we'll have the application posted. We've got the information. Teams that had a field last year will have a little bit of a window of opportunity to get their information in first, get their field from last year, and then we'll take new applicants on March 2nd.
Okay.
And then the fields will go into effect I think it's the 3rd week in March, maybe the 16th, but all that information is online, the dates and all that's posted. So.
Okay. I know with the spring we've got a lot of rain coming. So what happens if we've got rain that afternoon and someone needs to figure out if the fields are playable? Yeah,
we've got a rainout hotline that'll also be posted on our league page that I just gave everyone. It's 921-4468. We update it about 4 o'clock every day. Sometimes it'll rain in the morning. The sun will pop out, and we'll have frantic coaches and different people calling at noon. It's like, well, give the sun a chance to see if it dries things out.
Right.
Easy. Well, so we usually update it about 4 o'clock. That way, it gives us time to kind of make a determination, see if we get any more rain later, or if the sun comes out and dries things out. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and we use that also for our leagues. And I know you'd asked me about the leagues too. We'll do our adult softball leagues again this year. Very popular program, always has been at St. Ferdinand Park. We've got some wonderful fields there, beautiful facilities to play softball, and that's going to start April 20th, the week of April 20th. So, and again, on the league webpage, everybody go there, check it out. I've got everything posted for you, prices, start dates, it's all there.
Okay. Okay, Brendan, what else is going on with any other leagues?
Well, yeah, softball keeps me pretty busy, but we've also at St. Ferdinand Park have sand volleyball leagues. And they've just been growing in popularity year after year. The Florida white sand, beach sand courts that we've got are phenomenal. We've got wonderful referees. You can bring a cooler up. We've got the pavilion there reserved for the teams. They can bring some charcoal up, fire up the grill. I mean, can you think of a better thing in the summer?
Right.
Playing some sand volleyball, having maybe an adult beverage possibly, flipping some burgers, having a good time. So it's great. That's going to start the week of April 14th.
Okay.
So again, on the website, prices, all that stuff is listed. So and you'll have that going with softball, and the park is just packed. And you come up there on a Friday night and it's hard to find a spot. So it's a good time. People active and healthy out there, so
Great.
it's fun. It's a good
All
time. And just one other thing, I hate to keep blabbering here and stealing the time on the show here, but if I could, we've got a couple of kids events coming up later in the year with sports. Pitch, Hit, and Run. It's a free event. It's sponsored by Major League Baseball, and we're one of the local hosts here in St. Louis. And the kids come up and they compete in pitching, hitting, and running, and then the winners from each of those for each age group moves on to a sectional. Last year or a couple years ago, I know it was at the Rascal Stadium, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
My son got to take part in it, and he moved on, and they played at the Rascal Stadium, so it's like this big, holds thousands and thousands of people, and
Right.
semi-professional league out there, and the kids are out there competing, so it's pretty fun. We'll do that. It's free. You just have to register ahead of time. So to find out more about this information, you can go to the website, like I said, or call our front desk at either building. You get the JFK Center 921-4250 or the Eagan Community Center 921-4466, and they've got the information there as well. So if you got any detailed questions, or you can talk to me as well. I'll be happy to answer anybody's questions too.
Okay. Well, thank you, Brendan.
Yeah,
thanks
thanks
for
a lot.
sharing all that information. And stay tuned for more with Recreational Yours. And welcome back. Brendan sure talked about a lot of good things happening with the fields and everything. And we sure have a lot of exciting things coming up this spring. I know, Janice, we have a new program coming up for the kids. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're starting to have a few fun little things for the little guys. So the one that's going to be coming up is Snack with Spider-Man. So we have a Spider-Man who'll be coming in, and then we'll have snacks and play some games, and it'll just be a fun little hour. They've done the Frozen for, more girls are attending that one, so we wanted to make sure we had some things for the little guys to do as well. So that one will be coming up on March the 7th, and it'll be from 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock. So the Frozen one filled up very quickly, so we are already taking reservations for that. So if you plan on coming, I would get in real quickly, because we actually had to open up a second session for that. So that might be an availability for this one too if it fills up. But so it's just something fun for the kids to do.
Very neat, very neat.
Yeah. Now you started a new class as well. Can you talk about the acting classes?
We did. We started 2 acting classes, one for children and then one for adults. They're great kind of beginning acting courses. This one for the children is ages 9 to 14, and it covers things projecting your voice out there, being aware of the different areas of the stage. And our instructor Robert Mee has over 40 years of experience in theater and TV and commercials, so he brings a lot of different experience. He has a lot of enthusiasm, and he's really easy to talk to and learn from. So I think he's a really great teacher. That is happening 10 to 12 p.m. on Saturdays. So that's for our beginning acting class. So if you're just brand new to it, you want to get your child introduced to acting, or maybe they might even be interested in it, the beginning acting would be the route to go. And that's, like I said, from Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then we also have the intermediate class. So after the beginning class, if they want to continue in the program and keep learning, and we have our intermediate classes, so just a little bit more advanced. And that is going to be from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So it's 2 hours right after the beginning class. So we do have those acting classes for the children. And then we also have our adult acting class. In that class, we didn't really get too many people to sign up for that, so we had to cancel it next session, but we're going to maybe try to do it again this session. So if you are interested in that class, you could give me a call or email me, jcornell@florissantmo.com, or at 314-839-7671. We're just trying to gather information and
kind of get a list of people going who might be
interested, so we can maybe start that class. So those are just a couple of the acting classes we've got going on. I know you have coming up a big Easter event.
Right, we have our annual Snack with the Bunny. We are going to do it a little bit different this year, and we started it with our Snack with Santa. It used to always be free. Instead of being free, we are asking, it'll cost $1, so not too much, or you can provide canned food. So if you bring in a can, because is a ticket. You do have to have a ticket in order to attend. So we just ask that you come up and either give us $1 or bring some cans, and all the cans will be donated to teams. So we're just trying to have another way to provide food for people in the Florissant area. So it's just kind of a nice little thing that we'll do. And it will be over at the James J. Eagan Center. We'll have a light snack, you know, some donuts and refreshments, and the Easter Bunny obviously will be there. And then there'll also be the Easter egg hunt that'll be out in the field there. So it's a fun event. I know my kids have come several different times and they've always had a lot of fun. There's a lot of eggs to be found, and everybody goes home with a lot of candy and little toys and different things. And I believe they separated into different age groups, so like the 2-year-olds aren't going to be trampled by the 8-year-olds. But you do have to be a Florissant resident in order to come.
Okay.
So now, if you do have grandkids, as long as you bring your resident card up, we can go ahead and get you guys signed in for the program. But it is just for the Florissant residents. Otherwise, there's just too many people around. So we're just trying to make it a little bit nice for that. So, and that's a fun time for everybody. And that is going to be on Saturday, March 21st, and it's from 10 until 11 o'clock. And I do believe they do the hunt right at 11 o'clock. So if you don't want to stick around, you know, you don't have to come for all the other stuff. If you just wanted the egg hunt, I would be there right at 11 o'clock. And, you know, that gets done right in about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
They're done with that. And you can stick around a little bit after that because the bunny will still be there. But it's just an hour-long program. It's just a nice little $1 program for everybody.
Great.
Okay.
Great. That's exciting.
And then I know you guys over at the Eagan Center started something new, pickleball.
We did.
Tell us about that.
Pickleball's kind of the new craze right now. A lot of different recreation centers are providing pickleball. So we started, we had a free clinic back in January. We had a lot of people come out to that, a lot of interest. But right now we're doing pickleball at the Eagan Center, Tuesdays and Thursdays mornings from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And it's just, you come, pickleball is a really easy game to learn. It's kind of like a mixture between table tennis and actual tennis. It's just a little bit of a smaller court, small nets. You don't really have to move around or run at all. But that, like I said, that's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Now, is it mostly seniors who are in that program?
It is. It's mostly seniors, just because it's a fun activity. You have a lot of hand-eye coordination, but you don't really have to run around a lot. So that's why they really, really enjoy it, seniors, because it's still active, but you're not running around.
And it can be competitive. I know in college up at Mizzou, we had pickleball all the time. It was one of the intramural activities that I help with. So it can get competitive, but I think what you guys have going on right now, because the people who are off during the day, a lot of seniors or people like that. So, but I think anybody could come and enjoy it, but I do believe it's mostly seniors.
Yes, anyone can come and enjoy it. It's a drop-in fee. It's $2 for residents, $3 for non. So you just come in, pay your fee, and it's just general pickup games of pickleball.
Great.
So that's pickleball. I know you have a really large event that we have every year coming up as well.
Yeah, our annual Florissant garage sale, which we hold over at the ice rink. And we do it every year. I just like to always remind people it's done the weekend before Valley of Flowers. And because we're going to have to set up for Valley of Flowers with all the tables out down there. So we will be out on the ice rink. You do have to be a Florissant resident in order to get a table, and we'll start taking applications at the beginning of February for residents only, and then we need to know like the week before. But it fills up pretty quickly. It's only $15, but it has to be, you know, we want your junk basically to show up. We don't want any handmade items, so it's not for the people who are selling things. It's for people who are, you know, it's spring cleaning time at your house. I already have a room in my house set aside because my kids are getting bigger, so I'm getting rid of all their toys this year. So it's perfect for that. This year we're also working with an organization who will be there who will donate. So if you don't want to bring everything home, like I don't want to bring anything home after we have this garage sale, so they will take it away for us.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
I believe it's going to be the Kidney Foundation. I'm talking to a couple different organizations. So that once I get that all finalized, that'll be on the flyer and everything. So if you come and really just want to get rid of your stuff, you can bring it up to the truck after the event, and that's great. Now to attend, it's free for everybody. we typically have a couple of hundred people. I'm talking 500 to 1,000 people who come and walk around. So most people will be out on the ice rink. We do have a few vendors who will be inside in the warm-up area, and we have a concession stand, you know, with some hot dogs and pretzels. So if you come, it's just a nice little day. It gets done really early. What I like too is all the houses around the area that day. They have their own garage sales too, which is great. You know, you know, it's bringing those people to us, and we're bringing people to them. So that's fine as well. And that'll be held on April the 25th.
Okay.
From 9 o'clock until 1 o'clock. So you just come on over. If you're interested in having a booth, come on up. Applications will be available on February the 9th.
Great.
Great. Now, we're getting to that time of year that we are starting to take applications for summer programs. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, if you're interested in working for the city, we have many positions that will be open this summer. Lifeguards, day camp counselors.
We have concession workers out in the parks, at the pools. There's park maintenance has people that they need. Other departments have stuff, the health department, possibly the street department. So there's a lot of different summer jobs in the area. So, and now's the time, because we really like people to have things in. We'll start looking at applications, We'll start looking at applications
early March, just seeing who has all applied, the areas that we need filled, how many people that we need, and then we'll start seeing on my end for lifeguards and concessions and some of the people that work at the outdoor pools, just looking at our numbers and just figuring out exactly how many more people we need to hire. So if you're definitely looking for a summer job, now is the time to apply. And you can go up to the Human Resources Department and ask for an application and apply up there. That'd probably be the easiest way to go ahead and do that.
Right, and I know like a lot of times I'll get questions about lifeguarding. Do you have to already have the certification? So can you talk a little bit of that? That one's a little bit different than all of our other ones.
For lifeguarding, we do require that you have to be a certified lifeguard through Jeff Ellis and Associates. When you apply, you don't actually have to have that certification, just if you mark on your application that you will be signing up for one of our upcoming classes this spring, just so we know that you're committed and you want to take the class. And then we will go ahead and hire you pertaining that you passed the certification to become a lifeguard.
Okay, so they don't need to, like in years past, they would take a class, they could take classes beforehand. We're just not even offering that. We're only offering it to people who are potential employees, correct?
Correct.
Okay, great. So now is the time, like I said, we try and start looking at everything March 1st, because we want to have everything filled by the end of March, beginning of April. I know they're going to keep taking applications, but we're going to start filling it as early as March 1st. So we want to get everybody in there. I know I have a lot of returning staff from my day camp, so if you're interested, don't wait, because those positions will be coming. I know we'll be interviewing everybody as well, and we had that wonderful job fair. We had a lot of people who came out for that.
That was great.
So we've been able to get a lot of the you know, a lot of interviews are already done, which will help us out to kind of get things filled a lot quicker as well. So,
yes, the earlier you can get it in, the better. I know, like you just said, early March with the pools in particular. If it's nice out, we're going to have people working and getting those ready and cleaning them up and getting them ready. So
great. So we've talked about a whole lot of information. So if people want to get in touch with us, our number over here at the JFK Community Center, which is where we're at right now, I don't even know if we've said that. This is our wonderful youth lounge over here. Our phone number over here is 314-921-4250. And what's your number over at the Eagan Center?
At the Eagan Center, or at 314-839-7670.
And people can also reach us. You know, you can get on Facebook, we have Facebook, and we have a Twitter account that people can find out information. We have a website as well, which is www.florissantmo.com. We also have an online registration that I don't think a lot of people know about, and that's at florissantparks.com. So you can register for any of our programs. Now it's nice too that residents can register the first day of registration online as well as coming up. So I think that helps, because we usually won't take phone registrations until 10 o'clock the first day. Some people work, so it doesn't work for them. So the classes that we do take that, they can now get on our website online and get signed up right away. So I think that's nice as well. And we also always have to remember our golf course, and we're chuckling now because neither one of us ever remember the phone number, but I'm going to give it a try. It's 314-741-7444. So I think I got it right because I got a thumbs up back behind us over there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Stop by either one of our community centers. Our spring brochure is already online and should be out in the building shortly if it's not already. That's all for this edition. I'm Janice Steib.
I'm John Cornell.
And that's all. We'll see you next time on Recreationally Yours.